Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Victory Drive. Man, it is, well, at the time of recording this intro, it's October 28th, but by the time you're going to be listening to this, I guess it'll be October 29th. And this has been a really good season, I feel like. As far as like Instagram goes and everything else, there's been a lot of people putting down some good deer already. And I feel it feels like to me that the season has just started, but like I said, it's already late October and Halloween is right around the corner. So things are really starting to heat up out in the woods right now. And if you haven't gotten a buck down, guess what? There's still a lot of time out there. I am one of those people. I have to keep telling myself that every day. It seems like every day I got to tell myself, don't worry, Jake. Don't worry. Your time is coming. There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of season left. We still got the rut coming up. We still got Halloween and all that good stuff. So, still plenty of time to get it done. And, the best is yet to come. It's still coming here, and I'm a guy that I really like to hunt the whole season usually. So, I hope I don't do that this year, though, because that usually means I didn't kill anything. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I've seen a lot of people killing some nice deer already, and congratulations to them and everyone else that's gotten deer down. Good job. I'm proud of you. And, for those of us like me that haven't gotten it done yet, keep going. Keep getting out there. Keep getting after it. Now is the time to start hitting it hard, though. Hit it real hard. You got to start getting into the really good spots and those really good days, and just get aggressive here. Get real aggressive here real soon. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing going forward. I'm not really, I'm not going to be throwing caution to the wind yet, but I'm going to start getting in there and getting real tight on some areas I've been kind of holding off on. But man, like I said, late October already, so it's time to get into those spots and make it happen. Little season update for myself. Not a whole lot happened with me, I guess, personally. Besides, I did take my daughter out and we had a really cool encounter with a nice young deer. It wasn't super young. It was like a 3-year-old. It was a 3-year-old 10-point. Nice buck. Really nice buck. Would I have shot him if he gave me a perfect opportunity? I don't know. Maybe I would have, just because my daughter was sitting there with me. But it was awesome. Really cool interaction. Seeing him skirting our food plot and kind of going through the woods. And I let him get past the food plot area. Gave him a couple minutes here. And then I grabbed the horns and cracked them together a little bit. And sat there and was talking to my daughter and telling her, hey, he might come back. I'm sure he heard the antlers crack. I couldn't see him at this time necessarily. I could kind of see his ass out there in the woods still. But I was telling her, he might come circling back around. You never know. So let's just sit down, relax. And sure as shit, about 10 minutes later, he came circling back in, and it got like about 25 yards away, but it's through a bunch of like thick stuff. And with a longbow, it's like 25 yards through a bunch of twigs and shit. Probably not the best shot to be taken. So I didn't, and we just watched him, and then he worked his way out. But super cool interaction with a really nice buck. He, like I said, he wasn't like a gigantic, huge buck, but he was cool. And like I said, I probably would have shot him if he gave me the perfect opportunity with my daughter sitting there, but it didn't happen, so I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't have to make that game time decision at that moment, but it was awesome. Really fun. And let's see what else happened here. Not a lot, actually. Went perusing around some public land and in-season scouting some areas and check some stuff out. Not really, like I said, not really pushing too terribly hard right now or at the time, but now I'm going to start hitting it hard. Weekend is coming up soon. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. So come this weekend, I'm going to start getting after it. Start getting after it real hard. So that's about it for me, at least. And this episode is much different than my season has been going. Matt Moon comes back in studio, and he has a very cool buck story with a very old deer. Probably one of the oldest deer that I think I've ever seen, honestly. Like, he looked old as shit. Matt made a great shot, and I'm not going to spoil it because we talk about it a lot here, but very old buck, very good shot, very cool success story from Matt Moon. and just a really good I guess buck story. So hopefully you guys enjoy this episode. I know these are some of my favorite episodes to listen to, and for me personally. So it's a fun one. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I know I did. So that's pretty much about it there. We'll go on and move on to the partners of Victory Drive. Like always, we got Grizzly Coolers. Grizzly Coolers, title partner of Victory Drive, and honestly of the whole network. They're really, like I say this every week, I think. They are huge supporters of the Working Class Network, and that's, Victory Drive, Working Class Bow Hunter, Hunt the Mason-Dixon, Tackle the Tacos, and they just are great people, great stuff. They make awesome coolers. So if you guys need a cooler, if you guys are, have any travel plans outside of your home state and you need to get a cooler for, keeping the meat cool on the way back home, or maybe keeping beers cold on the way there, whatever it is, check out Grizzly Coolers. Use code WCB at checkout to save some money and support the network. And let's keep it nice, short, and sweet. We also got to put out there Patreon, patreon.com. You can support the show directly through Patreon, becoming a patron on Patreon, and getting in that community. I really appreciate those who are already in it, and for those that are going to be coming, I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. And we also got a YouTube channel. We don't have a whole lot of stuff on there, but we're starting to put podcasts and like hunt videos and other fun shit on our YouTube. We're going to start we're trying. YouTube is a totally different beast. It is much different than podcasting. Granted, it's like podcast. You put podcasts on YouTube as well, but the whole video format, we are still trying to figure all that stuff out. A lot of growing pains, but we are getting her. I think we're starting to get her dialed in. We're starting to get her dialed in, guys. And what else do I got here? Oh, trailer update. Still not on the road yet. We are reaching the final stretch on the trailer though, and we are getting very close. We have pretty much everything done on the inside. We could be podcasting out of it right now, but we really want to get a power situation figured out first. And I have a fucking electrician friend working on it and checking it out, and he's going to be helping us out with a power situation with like a battery power bank system and charging stuff and all that good stuff. We want to be on the road really soon here, so we got some update videos coming really soon here once that power situation gets figured out and we get all that and we actually get it roadworthy. We're going to be putting that out there, obviously going on Patreon first and then YouTube and socials. So keep an eye out on that stuff. And that's pretty much about it, I think, for intro info. So without further ado, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy the episode. If you want to, leave some feedback in the Spotify comments or on social media or whatever it is. If you guys have anything you want to say it. All right, that's it. Enjoy the episode, guys. Thanks for listening. All right, Matt.
Howdy.
Hey, thanks for coming in again.
Yeah,
this is, we just did a podcast together.
We did.
Talking about what we're going to be doing for hunting season.
Yep.
And you're back like not that fto after, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it was like not that long.
3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know how we want to go. Like you shot a doe early.
Yep.
That was like, let's just go ahead and go through because we did the pre-hunt thing and everything else, but and then maybe I'll go and we'll start there. We'll start because I don't think we talked about your doe at all. We talked the last time we talked was pre-season.
Yeah,
right.
It was Was it the day before the season opened, or is it the day after?
I think we recorded it a day or two before season started.
Yeah.
And then
because it opened on Wednesday. I think we did a podcast on Monday night or Sunday night or something.
Yeah. Something like that. So basically, you went out early. Your goal was you wanted to shoot a doe early.
Yep.
And you did.
Yep.
That was great.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
I love shooting does.
Yeah.
I love shooting shit. Period. But yeah, no, it was good. Went out and I already hunted. I think I shot on the 6th. I would have to look back on the date. Pretty sure it was 6. I can look at pictures, but it don't matter. But anyway, went out. I was hunting every single day prior, and then we had no good days. But I was like, I need deer meat, so I'm gonna do it. And we didn't have any like prospect bucks in this spot. So
right, but we had a lot of does.
Yeah, we had a lot of does.
So it's like just go in there and doe hunt essentially.
Yep.
If it's like not a great day, it's like, well, you still have a chance of a doe popping out whenever randomly.
Yeah, does don't listen to DeerCast at all. So.
No, they can't just do what they want.
So yeah, I went out every single day and I'd see them, but it was never working out. It was always away from me and either way too far away or come out after dark, and just it wasn't working. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, the 6 rolls around and I'm like, okay, DeerCast says it's a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah. I even like a little cocky at work, but talking to the guy that was training me, and I'm like, oh yeah, today I'm gonna shoot a doe. Uh-huh. Like today's a good day. It's gonna happen. If I don't shoot a deer today, it's gonna be my own fault. I literally told him that. And I go out and
you started the season off pretty cocky, which I do love, because I'm a big fan with deer hunting. If you go out there and you're like
it's gonna happen.
Pretty cocky, like that's a good thing because it keeps you kind of in the game, mentally. So,
well, I think it hurt more than anything because like 2 weeks ago, or not even 2 weeks ago, it was like last week. I told you, I'm like, I don't know, man, this season's rough. It just started.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know, man. I don't think I can pass any bucks. Like it's fucking October
I can't
10th.
remember what it was when I said it or what you said, but I'm like, I don't know. After this season, I don't know. And you're just like, what?
It literally just started, dude.
But again, I was hunting every single day for does, and then I didn't really like have any good encounters. I haven't had any really good encounters until the deer that I shot.
Yeah.
So it wasn't actually...
You've been capitalizing on every encounter you've had.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So yeah, I was out in the 6 or whatever and sitting there waiting, and out of the blue, like I don't know. I don't think I heard anything. I just happened to like, you're just like standing. I always stand and I don't ever sit in the stand.
Never?
Well, I mean, I do sit, but I mean, most of the time I'm standing.
Yeah.
I'll sit down if I get tired of standing.
Right. But you're standing more than you're sitting.
I would say at least 90% of the time I'm standing in my stand. And
that's probably a good way to be, honestly.
That's the way I've always been. I took Lex out hunting with me last year. Yeah, well, she's been out with me this year too. But I took her out last year, and she's like, "Do you just stand the whole entire time? I mean, you got a bench seat. Like, why aren't you sitting?" I'm like, I just feel more comfortable standing. But I'm not a sitter either. Like, regardless, anywhere. I mean,
well, like every job you've had has always been like a on your feet job.
Yeah,
you're just kind of like ready to rock.
Yep. So I was standing, and I'm just like, happened to like, you're always like scanning. I like turned around, and I'm like, fuck, damn it. And I'm like, I told that guy too. I'm like, if I don't shoot one, I only had like half hour left. I'm like, if I don't shoot one, it's my own fault. I'm like,
there it is.
Yep, it's my fault. That's why I didn't shoot anything today.
Maybe you were sitting down.
Yep. Well, then I would have had to stood up. But
yeah. Well, then you'd see it. Like,
yeah, I would have. Well, I probably wouldn't have because he was right behind. You know what stand I'm talking about?
Was it a buck?
Where I shot my no. It was, I think it was the one I actually shot.
Oh, okay.
But so I moved and she went, snorted at me and took off running, and then I seen two tails by that time. I'm like, oh, I hope it wasn't a buck, because all I seen is, I mean, it was just, and she was like 15 yards away, but by the time she snorted and took off running, I didn't know what it was, and I seen two tails. I'm like, well, shoot. That
stinks.
And it was like, I don't know. I think it was, the sun's just set, so, you have that last half hour probably or whatever. And I'm like, well, shit. That's why they
It's okay.
That's why I didn't get one.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there like, dang it, I kind of beat myself up. I'm like, whatever. And then I waited for it to start getting like, I had like 3 minutes left in shooting hours. I'm like, well, I'm going to start unscrewing my pegs. And so I started unscrewing my phone holder, because I'm not going to be able to get a video at this point because it's too dark.
Right. Well, because like you have 30 minutes after sunset, but honestly, like if you're recording shit, it's like you don't. That last 30 minutes is
especially on a
tough
iPhone 5 or whatever the heck this is,
Yeah.
But
ancient.
yeah, the thing's old. But then I heard a stomp. I'm like, darn it! Like, what the heck? So I'm like looking, and I can see a deer, and she was like, kind of like looking. I couldn't get a good look because she was through trees. She was like trying to look at me. So I grabbed my bow. I'm like, is it a doe? Is it a doe? All right. And then she like stepped out, and I'm like, doe.
Because she's still kind of in the timber a little bit.
Yeah, she's
and
just
that's
behind
the thing,
the trees.
too, is like it's a lot darker in the timber.
Oh yeah.
And once they step out into a
all
food
the
plot,
leaves
it's almost
around
like
the trees. It was so much darker.
But like when they get out into a food plot, it's almost like it's still kind of daylight. Like it's really a lot easier to see then, but the timber gets so fucking dark.
So I couldn't see her for the longest time. And then she ended up stepping in. I noticed it was a doe. I'm like sending it, pulled back as she was like walking in, but she was looking at me. I'm pulling back. She stops, looks right at me. I get it set, look down. She was like 15 yards away. I mean,
15?
I would say 15.
Yeah.
You've seen where I get an arrow.
Yep, I'd say so.
She was probably about 15 yards away. And I like put my peep sight up, looking through my bow, and I'm looking down. I'm like, I can't really see my sights because it was so dark, but I could see her whole body was in my peep, like in my sights were, So I'm like, well, guesstimate.
One of these pins is gonna hit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it probably wasn't the best thing to do, but I did, and it still made a lethal shit. She only ran 60 yards.
Yeah, maybe.
You came and helped me on the track job, but that was.
It was honestly a great shot.
It was a great shot.
The perfect shot. Like
a little far back than I would like, but I mean, it was still through long.
She's scoring away just a little bit, too.
Yeah.
So it was like but it exited center. Yeah. Basically center of
it.
The
Just like probably on the opposite side, it probably went through that diaphragm into the gut area.
Oh, she's scoring two. Sorry,
edge.
Yeah, she's scoring two just a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. And so when I shot, that's why I say it was a little far back. I still got both lungs probably
for sure.
But that last inch of body cavity, it took out the diaphragm, and then I had a slit in the gut area.
Yeah.
So
no, it was a great shot, honestly.
No,
and like you said, she only ran.
I think she only ran 60 yards.
Because I was hunting not too far away, and
you were.
Yeah, and I was packed up and out of there. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here, Matt. Like I'm gonna fucking.
You were
start
getting harassed.
Back. Because what?
You were getting harassed.
Yeah, right.
You just didn't know it.
Yeah, I didn't know I was getting harassed. Well, you texted me and told me, but like, yeah, fuck, dude. But I had a good sit that day though. Like I had that buck come in within like 3 steps of me and had no idea was there. I was hunting on the ground.
Yeah, and we're hunting. I don't know how many miles away. 2 miles,
maybe
a crow file, maybe a mile and a half.
Yeah, right around there. But I had a really great sit, and I was like super stoked. My fucking first sit of the night, or first sit of the season, like that was awesome. Like had a really goofy looking small 8-pointer come in.
The one that comes by us all the time.
But he's just a roamer. He just runs up and down that river.
Yep.
And just is all over the place. Honestly,
we have him on camera more than any other deer.
Oh yeah, he's very photogenic. That's why it'd be cool if he gets older and keeps doing what he's doing.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Especially if he keeps his characteristics, just be a tall, massive.
Just tall and
he'll be cool.
Goofy, it'd be awesome. But I had him come in within like 3 steps of me and I just eat. And I was watching him. This is the craziest stuff. Like it was almost like I was on like watching like National Geographic and like Ultra 8K, whatever your eyes are, whatever K your eyeballs are, like real life is.
10K.
The best definition.
1040.
The highest of definitions. And I was right there, front row and center. And I was watching him. He came in and was just nibbling away at some browse. And I was like, after he moved off, I'm like, this is badass. And I was on the ground, like literally face to face with this wild animal. It was amazing. And then I left. I'm like, okay, I'm out of here, Matt. I'm gonna have to walk this river and get out of there.
You texted me. You're like, dude, I can't see shit in here because it's so dark.
Yeah. I was in the timber, so I left just a little bit earlier. And then which is funny, just like what you said, I got out to the river to walk back.
I'm like,
and I was
daylight.
like, damn, it's like daytime still.
Yeah.
It's just so much darker in the timber. But then when I was walking out, I think is when you texted me.
Well, when
or
I
called
looked
me.
at your, I think that's what you said you were heading out. I'm like, all right, that's permission for me to leave too. Not that I needed it, but
Right.
I was like,
makes sense.
if he's
out.
leaving, there's no sense to sit. And that's why I was taking my stuff down. And then that's when she came in. But
I was like, 'cause it was like right after I told you I was leaving.
Yeah.
I looked at my phone again, and you're like, I just shot one. I just shot one. I'm like, I'm coming.
do you want me to drive down there? Like, yeah, get down there.
Yeah, so then we met up and tracked, and I got there, and the landowner's dog followed me, and I'm like, damn it, get out of here, dude. And he just wouldn't go away, and then you're like, it's fine. I'm like, okay, just stay there with him while I track, because you had a...
Well, when I was tracking it, it was a big doe, and she had a fawn with her, which is actually like a pretty good sized fawn too. Mm-hmm. But obviously didn't want to leave mom.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad.
It really sad, especially like I took a video of it because like I was tracking my blood trail and I like look up and I had eyes shining back at me. I'm like, when I was on the phone with you because you're with the dog. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if she's still alive because I can see eyes and she was just sitting there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't know. And then it like just would get up and walk off and then stop and look back at me. I'm like, that's got to be the baby. Mm-hmm. So it was. But we still get her on camera. She's alive and well. So.
Yeah. No, it's like
hopefully it's a button buck and he'll stay there forever. That's what they say.
That's what they say. I don't even know who they is, but that is what they say.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
It's got to be true. I heard it on the internet.
Read it on Reddit.
Yeah.
So it's got to be real. But I don't know. So I was just thinking like, well, if that was her, then she probably wouldn't be like just walking off a little bit and sticking around. Like she'd probably bolt because she's injured. She probably wants to get the fuck away from everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
But my initial thought was like, I don't know if that's her or not, So I didn't want her to come in with the dog. And then after like thinking for like, I don't know, 2 seconds, I'm like, just go ahead. I'm pretty sure that's not her. That's got to be the baby. Mm-hmm. So I just let you come in. And by that time, I just found her. Mm-hmm. I'd seen her. And then you came up to me. And then we finished walking up to her. Mm-hmm. Because
even on those types of things, like for me, like even though you've found her already, I'm like, I still want to like track my way in, just because I'm like, I don't know, it's good practice.
I'm terrible.
The first blood trail of the year. I mean, I want to get on the blood, and like you already know where she's at, so then it's like much lower pressure to follow blood trail. But it's like you made it pretty easy. That's a really good blood trail.
Yeah, those arrows that our broadheads I was using are pretty good. I like them. I think I'm gonna always use them now.
Because you're using the Muzzy trail cars, right?
Yeah.
The hybrid trail cars?
See, there's ones for crossbows and ones for regular ones. And I don't know the actual... They're both trail cars or whatever, trail cars?
Well, so like Muzzy makes the trail car, which is the 3-blade fixed. They're like kind of they're really popular ones. They're like straight, and then it's like kind of straight like this, and then it's like straight like that. Like it's kind of like straight blades, but they're kind of like... They're not... It doesn't look like a Mercedes-Benz symbol.
Yep.
It's kind of like off a little bit. It's weird. But they're supposed to fly really, really, really well.
I shot those before.
Yeah.
But they're 3-blade ones.
You shot the you shot the Muzzy 3 blades.
Yeah, I always shot the 4 blades, but I couldn't get them one year. And then I bought the trail ones that you're just talking about. The one that they're at actually like they slide in an angle. Mm-hmm. So it's...
I think the theory behind that fixed blade is that it helps arrow flight.
Yeah.
Things what their thing is, but they fly really well from what I've heard from everybody, and they're great broadheads. Mm-hmm. But you switched the Muzzy Trocar hybrid, which is a rear deploying expandable with a fixed blade in the top, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah. On the sides, it has a fixed blade like normal, and then the other side, because I always shot 4 blades, so it's normal in my eyes,
right?
So one side it has the fixed blade, and the other side it had the rear deployable.
Mm-hmm. So when it deploys, you have a 4-blade cut, and the expandable part of it's like a 2-inch cut.
Yeah, well,
or something.
Yeah. And then I think it's like 1 inch and 5/8. I don't remember exactly.
But then the fixed blade portion,
inch.
Yeah,
I think it's not that big, but
when they obviously
they cut
because when they go through. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a huge fan of hybrids now because I started shooting the Evolution Outdoors hybrids, the Jekyll and Hyde.
Yep.
I think the Jekyll is the hybrid one, and then the Hyde is the when it's in fixed blade formation. But I shot those. I didn't kill anything with them, but I'm like, these are really cool design. I'm just a big fan of like hybrids. I think now because
I like them. I mean,
they fly well.
Because if some reason it doesn't open, which
Right.
the rear deployable ones, I don't know how they wouldn't.
Well, they are actually the least reliably opened
Really?
ones. Yeah, the rear deployer ones. So they are like this, right? So the blades are tucked in, kind of like a Rage. They're tucked in, then it has to hit the things in the front, and then that slaps them outwards, right? Mm-hmm. So those are actually the least likely to. If you're gonna have a failure, it's probably in a rear deploying blade.
Really? Because I had a failure in the front deploying ones.
Which one's that?
I don't know. It was a Striker or Strike.
Well,
it was like the first mechanical I ever bought. Like
it's probably a get what you pay for kind of situation.
Probably it was like $30 for 3 of them. So
I don't even know. I've never even heard of that brand. So
yeah,
probably Chinese.
I'm pretty sure it's like Strike.
They're probably held together with a
Strike 3 or that's a Roundup or something. Strike. I want to say it was Strike something, but
probably Chinese.
I got them in the truck. We can look at it later.
Probably Temu broadheads, dude.
I bought them from a hardware store.
Yeah, well, those hardware stores, they'll buy them from Temu and then sell them to you for double the price.
Probably. They were on sale.
Yeah. I'm just saying that because everyone that I've talked to that's been shooting like expandables for a long time, whenever there's an issue, it's generally and it's not very high. It's still low,
right? I can't see how they wouldn't, but I mean, I everything's
personally
possible.
Will never ever use a rear deploying broadhead ever again because there were the Slick Trick torches, and I had them fucking. They perform like shit.
Really?
Yeah. I know it's not like that without them. It probably was just that one brand. But Slick Trick makes great broadheads, fixed blades, great fixed blade broadheads. And the Raptor Trick is supposed to be really nice too. But that's a forward deploying blade, so it's like it flies outwards, right? Mm-hmm. And those are the Raptor Tricks are supposed to be awesome. I know some guys that use those very successfully. But I use the torches, and those are the rear deploying ones. They're spring tension ones. So when they hit, they're supposed to go like really fast, and then they lock in to place essentially, but they pivot. They lock out, but they pivot.
So they can move as they
go through like bone and stuff is the theory behind all that. But my buck that I shot that is actually at the taxidermist right now. So that buck, Matt's my taxidermist.
I'm slow.
It's him. But hey, you do good work.
Thanks.
So I'm not going to complain about it. But on that buck, it didn't have, I had like no blood trail for like 300 some odd yards. And then all of a sudden it just dumped blood and then he was dead.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was very weird. And it looked like it worked great. And then that doe that I lost, I don't even think it opened at all.
And that was a rear deploying one.
Those are the rear deploying
front
ones.
Deploying.
Well, when I say rear deploying, I mean the blades come out from the rear.
Okay. Yep.
And front deploying is they're stowed in the forward position.
See, I'm the opposite. When I shot a buck or I shot a doe. I can't remember what it was. It was last year. I shot something with that cheap one that we were just talking about, and they're pointed out like that with the rubber band around it. So they're sitting like that, and then when they catch, they go out.
Yeah, right.
Well, I shot a doe. You weren't there. That's why I was trying to remember, because I remember talking to you about it, and I thought we were tracking together, but we were just talking on the phone. I had good blood, but it like went down to like nothing, and then it went to I couldn't find her. Yeah. And I tracked that blood for. I mean, you've seen the video. This is last year. I don't know if you remember it, but I had good blood for a while, but I just don't think it ever opened up on. Like maybe fully, it didn't open up in the going in, but then open up. I don't know.
I don't know. All I do know is that everyone that I talk to that shoots Gravedigger broadheads, which are like 3 or 4 blade rear deploying or forward deploying heads, they work great. They work phenomenally, and you get better penetration with them. And everyone knows all the guys, like all the working class guys, they all use the Evolution heads, and those are the hybrid heads that are like forward deploying as well. So the expandable part the blade goes in and then flares out. So the blade itself will catch whatever and then flip out, right? and they're held together with a pin, it's like a plastic pin that just holds them together. And then when they
shears that
yeah, basically, and the blood chills they're getting and the kills they're getting with those heads is insane. Like they're watching them all die. All the deer, like basically they're watching them die. Where they're at is amazing. They're working great, but the thing is, worst case scenario, they don't open. You're still getting, I think with the evolution heads, you're still getting like an 1.5 or 2 inches of fucking, or maybe it's 1 5/8 inches of cutting diameter. So you're still shooting a pretty decent sized fixed blade through that animal. So worst case scenario, you're still getting a good
cut through,
a good fixed blade broadhead performance out of it.
Yep.
And same with the trocars though. If say the rear deploying blades, they don't go off,
a good blade,
you're still getting a good solid fixed blade through the whole animal, which is, I think that's great because it's a win or a big win.
Yeah,
Yeah. With the other ones that we were shooting that were straight up mechanicals.
Yeah,
it's either a big win or a big loss.
Yeah.
So
there's
no downsides to them, and you're having extremely good luck with those trocars. Even last year,
my last year's buck only ran 80 yards, maybe. I watched it go down. And then this year's buck, he went a lot farther, and it was a hard shot.
Yeah,
I can't believe. Yeah, I can't believe he went that far.
Yeah.
Dude, everything about that situation was freaking awesome.
Yeah. So found the doe, got her packaged up, got her taken home. Everything's done. We're done with that.
Yep.
The story's done. So when we fast forward to, you had a few good sets in there. I don't know if it's worth talking about any of those sets. Like, is there anything?
No, I mean, I seen a really good one that hopefully you can get on now. Another place that we have, I move around a lot on hunting spots.
You have to though, because like we were saying, like you want to hunt a lot.
Yeah,
so you have to. Have
you can't hunt the same spot all the time.
We figured that out.
I did hunt this spot after I seen this buck for like 3-4 days straight.
But you had good winds and good access.
Yeah,
every time.
But I didn't see him after that. So
yeah,
and I don't know. We haven't. I feel like our old camera on that scrape is better than our other camera that we put up because we don't get much on that camera.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a bad stand placement because we're not getting the best pictures on
I will say if we were to move that stand though to over by the other camera, you have very limited winds that you can hunt it with.
Yep. So and they come in on you like that because you can't see very far this way or this way.
So they're either there or they're not there.
Yep.
And it's really only good for what would it be?
Even
a straight east wind.
If it was a straight east, then I'd be going into CRP,
which is
but then that's where the most of the time when you're down there in the mornings or at night, that's where they are.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't want them going there, but they're also going to be in the woods coming into the CRP at night, or just walking around trying to look for a word. I couldn't figure out what it was. But
it's a hard spot to hunt.
Yeah, it's just it is. I like that. I have a tree over there. I love sitting in, and I sat in it a couple times last year. But
dude, that spot is a good spot if you're like, okay, I know he's daylighting in there, and I need to go for a home run.
Yeah,
and you're super confident. You're like ultra confident about that sit, and you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure he's betting over here.
He's gonna probably hit this scrape.
He's probably gonna hit the scrape at some point in time. So as long as my wind's not blowing on the scrape, I'm gonna sit that spot and just hope for the best. But the other spot that we have to stand on, that's good for a lot of different winds.
Yeah.
So you're close enough.
Besides the southwest, found that out.
Except the southwest, but it's like what I'm getting at is like you could hunt that spot quite a bit and be fine. Like that one stand.
Northwest is what I meant.
Yeah, northwest. Not
I got busted by a doe the last time I was down there. I hate getting busted by deer.
I do too.
It makes me feel like I'm screwing everything up.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Like you said when you texted me the other day, it's like I got blown at, or I heard a deer blow.
Well,
but it was like upwind.
There's no way.
150 yards away. I heard
further
one.
Than that.
That's the second time that I've heard one, or I had two this year. That once when I was with Lex, I don't know if they smelt the truck because that's where that sounded like they were blowing at my truck.
Gosh, no way they could have smelled my truck. I was almost a mile away and across the river.
Yeah, right.
But
no, I mean, so like the shanty.
Oh,
we'll
sure.
call it the shanty.
Yeah.
Where we parked the truck, that's how far it sounded like he was, or she was, or it was blowing. And Lex is like, what is that? I'm like, that's a deer. You never want to hear that in the woods. She's like, why? I'm like, because that means that deer knows we're here.
Yeah.
She's like, how? I'm like, I don't know, because the wind is going the opposite way. And I don't know.
I think it's just, they might, in that one, they may have seen your truck and blown at it.
They could have.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think deer blow it a lot more than we think. Because I'm telling you right now, when I was sitting there and I heard the deer blow, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the deer was upwind of me.
Yep.
And it was far. Like, it had to have been, I mean, it was a really calm morning. It had to have been 200-ish or more yards in the woods. And it would have had to see through the woods that I was in, and the standing corn, and the grass that I was in, and the trees that I was, like, tree clump I was hiding in. There's no way. And I wasn't moving. I wasn't, like, doing jumping jacks. I was squatting down, scanning.
Yeah.
There's no way it could have seen me or heard me or smelt me. It was just blowing. And it blew for a long time.
The other time was down where we were just talking about that stand placement. But that could have been the people across the river, too.
No, true.
Because there's always people over
Working
there. So they could have been, down there having fun and the deer blowing at them. I'm thinking about that now. That's probably what that was.
Probably.
Because the wind wasn't even going down there and they were blowing at them.
I think they blow it like squirrels and shit if they get too rowdy and stuff too. Yeah. I don't know. I think they just blow at stuff.
I'm sure if they get spooked by something and they see some movement but they don't know what it is, they're going to blow at it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just that pissed me off. And even if I know, like in that instance, I'm like, I know that deer's not blowing at me, but I'm still mad about it.
Yeah.
I still don't appreciate it.
Like now every deer is going to be on edge.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. I just want them to be chill and like eating and just be quiet. And like, unless they're grunting or fighting or snort wheezing, like I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. Don't even give me a sound.
Don't do it.
I had a small buck this year come in and he was just
coughing
a lot. I'm like,
smoker.
He's got COVID.
That's your dad out there as a dude.
Yeah. My dad growing up, he used to have we call it the cough tube. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
We used to share. That was probably the worst thing in the world. Like, we're all sick now because we're sharing this cough tube.
Or we all have really, what the fuck?
And it didn't work.
Fuzzy.
You always blew air around it when you cough because you're going to cough hard. You're like, it's supposed to muffle your cough.
Have you ever blown into a straw before? Have you ever like coughed into a straw? Like,
how is that a marketable thing that people actually bought? Like,
well,
looking back,
working class guys, they actually like have been talking about like gimmicky hunting outdoors stuff that they like old stuff, like the acorn crusher and that kind of crap. It
looked like two bottle caps used to crunch them together.
Makes them sound like acorns.
I was sold on that back in the day too.
But like that gimmicky shit, like there's a lot of that gimmicky shit in the outdoors world, and I think that coffee was one of them. But your dad's like, I cough a lot, so I need it. And like, what I do is I just grab like all my clothing, put it in my mouth, and go, and then put it back down.
I tried it too. I cough a lot too. I haven't smoked in well, no, I guess it hasn't been really long, but it's over a month.
Good job, man.
Thanks, but I'm proud of you. I finally quit completely. Yeah. Like I was always like,
but you were off and on.
Yeah, I was always off and on. I wouldn't smoke during hunting season.
Yeah, I'd say you've been mostly off for years.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, still
since I started this new job, I haven't smoked.
Yeah,
because I don't have anybody that. I mean, there is people that smoke, but you can't smoke at work. Mm-hmm. I don't know how those people even like. Why do you keep smoking? You go 8 hours without smoking. You can't go another 8 or another. How many hours are in the day? I'm not even a mathematician.
16, I think.
Yeah, something like that. 16. Count.
Yep, 16.
Carry
16 other hours.
Carry the 8.
You can't just not smoke for another 16 hours.
Right. I don't understand that. Like, I was always a person that smoked at work and not at home. Because I was a closet smoker for my wife.
Yeah, she had quit it a long time ago, and you're like, I'm going to keep it home. It's not around you.
Yeah, well, my thing is like, we quit together, but then I'd get to work and the guys would smoke. I'd be like, I'll have one.
All right.
Sure, I'll you twisted my arm.
Yeah, all right, fine.
If you're going to have to start buying them.
No. I quit.
No, I quit.
But I'll bum one.
You're smoking my cigarettes.
Yeah, but I'll smoke with you. You're giving them to me.
Yeah, I'm helping you quit.
You are giving them to me. Like, only because you keep asking.
I was the worst bummer. No. I will admit that. But then I ended up feeling bad and just started buying them. And I was buying a pack a day. but I just went and smoked at home. I was a FedEx driver, so just driving down the road, just
ripping,
smoking cigarette after cigarette,
ripping fags in the fucking FedEx truck.
Oh yeah, just don't carry it in the back. You're fine.
Yeah, that's funny.
Are you gonna throw it out the window and it blows in and goes in the back, starts a bunch of boxes on fire? No, not a big deal.
Sorry, your package got damaged.
Yeah. I guess one guy got in trouble once because he gave a package to a person and they said it smelled like cigarette smoke.
That's weird.
So they called it in.
They smoke in the warehouses quite frequently, actually, which is crazy.
They're smoking some weed.
Listen, you bought it from Temu, dude. Like, the Chinese smoke cigarettes. We all know this. Right. The Chinese love their cigarettes.
They're the Americans of the 1990s.
They're slaves. Like, they have to smoke. They're unhappy people. Like, they're packaging your box for American capitalists. Like, dude. Like, come on.
Anyway, I don't even know where we're going with this, but
the cough tube, and then you cough a lot. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back on track here.
So, where were we?
Deer blowing at us, and then that one deer was coughing.
Yeah,
and we're like, smokers cough. Then we started smoking again.
We always do this. But yeah. Deer noises.
Yeah,
that's what it was. But anyway, that's over with.
Mm-hmm. But I do feel like they blow a lot more than, I don't know if you guys listening agree or not, but it's like I feel like the deer blow a lot more things than just like hunters and tree stands.
So. I'm starting to think. At least I hope so. Hopefully they're not catching me every time. No, I don't hear it every time. But
yeah.
Well, she was staring right at me, blowing at something. I don't know
what it was. I mean, this fat guy up in the tree stand. Not that you're fat. I'm talking about me.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Us. We're husky men. All right.
I'm fat. Dude, I haven't been to the gym in like a month.
Yeah. Well, you changed jobs now. It's like
it's hard.
I can't text you and be like, let's go to the gym, Matt.
I know. I thought about like maybe like a couple days a week trying to get up that early because I can do it hunting. Why can't I do it to lift?
Yeah, just, if you go in like 3 days a week, you're gonna be better off than no days a week. So 2 or 3 days a week is gonna be a lot better.
My thing is like at first I was fine when I first started working nights. I could wake up and go hunting in the morning, no problem. And I still was making it work, but fuck, I was tired during the day.
I bet.
But now it's like I'm getting off work because before I would get off work at 11, I'd be falling asleep. I would be sleeping before 12. Mm-hmm. But now it's like it's 12:30, 1 o'clock before I can fall asleep. My brain's getting too
into it. You're getting too used to it.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like that part. But other than that, the hours is awesome. Mm-hmm. Spend more time with my kids because they're homeschooled. I get to spend more time with the wife.
Hunting season. Like, honestly, like, you were kind of complaining a little bit. You're like, man, fuck, I want to hunt in evenings again.
I'm a big night hunter.
I know. You love evenings. Yeah, you've always loved evenings.
So I have to switch over to mornings, which, I mean, it obviously worked out, but there's a lot of uncertainty in mornings still for me, you know?
Especially in the early season. Like, morning sets are usually not very fruitful in the early season. Like, well, like you found out, it's like really not too great. And a lot of people are just like, you're just doing more damage than it's worth. But if that's the only time you can hunt, you got to try
capitalize
something.
on it.
You got to try.
Go on the good days. That's what I
go on the good days, and hopefully they're just coming back a little bit too late for the food.
And you're for a doe, then you go on every day.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing. Yeah. I wasn't seeing deer every day though.
but yeah, but yeah, your new work schedule honestly is pretty great, especially as I got closer to like the best time of the year, which is later October into November.
What I really wanted to hunt. I'm just gonna go doe hunting with you, and I'm gonna still bring my rattling horns. I'm gonna video every buck that I rattle in.
There you go.
I think that'd be cool.
Just
and get them fired up in the area, maybe.
Just sit with me, and then a buck comes in, I'll shoot it, and if a doe comes in, you shoot it.
Could do that. And just leave it until
we'll just make double stand sits.
Yeah,
that actually would be not a bad idea.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
And film.
Just let me shoot a doe if it walks in, and then like if it's in the morning. I don't know if I want to shoot a doe at night because dragging a doe out of there at night would suck. It took me 4 hours to get my buck out of there.
Yeah.
Let's try this, Jacob.
Let's try
4 hours. It was brutal.
Yeah. We'll try to plan it so like maybe if I shoot a buck, then you shoot a doe, and then we'll pack it out together. Pack both of them out together. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
But so moving on, I guess. Had some other sets, not super fruitful. Saw some nice deer, but nothing crazy.
I did see a really nice one. Yeah, that's where we're going with that. I did see a really nice one. Hopefully that you can get on it. And I hunted him for a couple days, but then I never seen him again. He was super, super cool. His mass is really heavy. He probably would push in 140s. I think maybe upper 140s. But I always kind of judge how you usually calm me down and be like, it's probably more like low 130s.
Yeah. Well, come on, man.
He was, but you've seen pictures of him. Yeah, he's nice. A good deer.
He's a good deer.
But yeah, so anyway, go out, when was it? Wednesday morning. And, of course, I got off work at 11, didn't get to fall asleep until like 1. I get up at 4 to head over, and I get out there. I'm already running late. I get out there. The sun is like, it's probably, I don't know, 20 minutes, and I could legally shoot. So it was.
You're trying to early shooting like
I still have to get my happy butt up that hill.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and cross the water and all this stuff. And so yeah. And on top of it, I get out of my truck and I'm sitting there getting geared up. I'm like, I gotta shit. This sucks. And I said, suck it in. I'm just gonna have to do it. So I had to do that. So that put me back even more. Crossed the water. Got a little wet. Not a big deal.
Did they get over your waders a little bit?
Yeah, I stepped in I don't know why. I think I hugged the spot that I said not to.
Yeah.
I hugged that too close. Didn't want to walk that far, I guess. I don't know. And I'm like walking across. I'm like, God, it's got to be like coming up here soon. And all of a sudden I took one step. I'm like, oop. And then I took another step and I was up. So I'm like, it's just that
hole.
Yeah, just that little hole there. But I got over and I wasn't super wet. And I didn't bring my other boots because I'm like, I'm just going to wear these in.
Oh, so you just hunted in your hip waders?
My hip waders, yeah. And it was cold. I brought an extra pair of socks, luckily, that were like full wool socks. So I figured when I get up to the stand, I could put those on if my feet get cold because they were not insulated boots, hip waders or anything. No. So I'm like, my feet get a little cold because it was frosty that morning. So I'm like, if my feet get cold, I'll put these socks on. Honestly. It was great. So I get out there. As I'm walking in, you know that first stretch of straightaway that's like a level plane? Yeah, you walk up through the stuff, and then not the tree field,
right?
But then you get up to the next plateau and
I know you're talking about.
Like level plane.
Yeah,
I busted a deer out of there. It sounded like a buck. I didn't see it. I didn't even see the tail. It hightailed out of there and crashing. I'm in my head. I'm like, that was the big one that we've been after.
Yeah,
and so
kids are ruined.
Never even seen it. So I'm already, pissed off. Late, and I could already, it's pretty well daylight. And so I start walking back up, and it kind of starts going up the hill again. And I get up to the hill, and I hear thud, thud, thud. And I look up, and there's a doe bounding directly away from me at like 30 yards.
Great.
I'm like, another one, another trucker. Like mad again, and get up there, turn the corner, go down the field edge, and I go right to the camera that we had set up because someone fucking stole our SD card.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. I need to go on a little bit of a tangent on this. So I know in Iowa, the trail camera rules they got kind of weird. Last year, they were like, no cell cameras, period. No, I think they went no cameras on public, period. But with cell cameras, you can use them on private, but you can't have them activated while you're hunting because it's the same as if you're using your phone. Whatever. It's stupid. Essentially, so before season started, I called the DNR and talked to him about it, and he's like, no, can't use them. Can't use them on public. I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah, they're treated the same way as like any other litter now. And so you can't use them on public. And I'm like, he's like, you can set them up, but you have to take them down every day.
Yep.
I'm like, well, there's no point in using them. That's stupid. So then he left me at that. I'm like, well, that sucks. Then he called me back like a couple hours later. He's like, hey, just joking. I was wrong. You can use them.
Doing some more digging.
You can use trail cameras, cell cameras, and traditional cameras on public land, but you can't. It's just the same rules. You can't use the cell cameras while you're hunting. So before season started, we're like, okay, let's go set up some trail cameras in some of this public. And so we had a cell camera up there. And it was
we haven't been over there since.
Had a lot of good pictures on it. Had some does and some decent bucks on there, and everything was great. And then it just like stopped sending pictures. We're like, well, that's weird. So we're getting pictures every day.
It's supposed to take a picture every day at a certain time. I have it set to send the pictures at 7:55 and 7:55 at night. Yeah, didn't send. I'm like, what's this? I'm like, maybe it's just bad cell day or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
just chalked it up. Whatever. Next day, I think it was like 2 or 3 days later. I finally texted you. I'm like, dude, I'm worried.
And I was too. But I was like, I think. Maybe it's just being weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just being weird.
Maybe it just doesn't have, you don't get good cell service over there. So maybe it's just that. You know?
So then I was like, but then after like day 6 or so, I'm like, fuck. Damn it.
I hope they didn't steal it.
Damn it. I hope, yeah. But I'm sitting there watching. Like, eventually they're going to turn it back on, and then we're going to get a picture.
Yep.
But never did. So I was like, what the fuck? So Matt went out there to check it.
Sure shit. Yep. It was on still. And the SD card was out.
So Matt was going to go there and check the SD card, replace it, and then like turn it off while I was hunting, obviously, and leave it off or whatever. But I wanted to figure out what the fuck was going on. So then when Matt tells me that the SD card was stolen out of him, I'm like, this motherfucker, dude, because this happened to me last year too. I had a cell camera in the same spot, just a different area in the piece that we were hunting. And someone came in there and they just stole my SD card. So I went there, I'm like, I'm super excited. I had it set over this really big scrape. I'm like, this is going to get some good pictures. It's going to be awesome, like inventory. It's a giant like party scrape, hub scrape, you know? And I'm like, okay, sweet. Go in there, flip it open, turn it off, look down, no SD card. I'm like, you got to be shitting me right now. So this happened twice now, where some dickbag comes in and decides to steal an SD card out of a camera. And it's like, dude, I get it. You're mad because people are trying to hunt and use cell cameras on. Maybe you don't agree with the public land thing.
Last year wasn't a cell camera.
It was just a traditional camera.
Yep.
Maybe you're mad because people are trying to have fun, hunt deer, just like what they're trying to do, I'm assuming. But I don't know that it's another public land hunter. I'm thinking it's the freaking neighbor, the private land neighbor that has like hundreds of acres of prime hunting land that he can hunt on, but he decides to go in the public and fuck with people's stuff.
Yep.
And that pisses me off to no end. So if you're out there and you're a guy that's like likes to fuck with people and mess with their stuff on, especially on public land,
if you're listening to this, we know who you are,
and I will come for you.
I thought about stopping in his house and be like, dude, we got you on camera, taking a SD card.
Yeah.
Just give me my SD cards back.
Mm-hmm. Both of them. One from last year, too. And all the pictures on it.
Give me all the ones that you've ever stolen.
Matter of fact, you owe me a trail camera just for being a dick.
You're right.
But also, like, SD cards are not cheap.
No,
dude. They're like
$20,
$30.
I know.
So I'm like, dude, like, I'm glad you didn't steal the camera.
Right.
But, like, seriously, like, what are we...
You know you can still get theft for stealing an SD card.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Yeah. But what's making me mad is, like, dude, we've been getting, like, fucked with by people during deer hunting, like especially this year. For some reason, this year is like the year for people to like just mess with us, and I'm getting like fairly frustrated about it. Where it's like I'm just trying to have fun, dude. I'm just trying to go out there and do what I love, trying to do what I love, the thing that we all love to do. And you're out there, you're like intentionally trying to screw people over like that. Like that angers me to no end, because especially since we're trying to do it the right way every time. We're asking for permission. We're not asking for permission 1 year and then going 4 or 5 years and assuming the permission lasts. We go back and we re-ask for permission every single year. The same landowners. We scout our asses off on public land. We work our asses off on public land to try to find good spots to hunt so we can have multiple spots to hunt in different areas. And we're putting in the work, and these lazy bastards, either lazy or jealous or frustrated or sad people, are out there just like fuck with us. Especially if you're a private landowner, just stay on your property, dude. Just you do your thing, and we'll do our thing. And we went and knocked on a bunch of doors and asked for permission to like get access through, and they were all being nice, but we didn't ask one guy because every other neighbor said he's a fucking dick. Asshole. Like be careful of that guy. So but it doesn't make sense to me because like, dude, you have your own land.
But I don't think he has a whole lot of woodland, does he?
He doesn't need a whole lot of woodland.
Right, I'm just
but
saying,
he has enough.
I think he uses that public as his. Because
I think he likes to assume it's his.
Yeah.
Maybe it was his. Maybe it was his.
So the
his
guy I talked to, he's like, it's probably that guy because he does, or he acts like he owns the place.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's why I'm.
It angers me to no end. It's like, if you want to hunt the public, even though you own all his land, and you want to hunt the public, I don't care. That's fine. Right. Just let our stuff be.
Yeah.
We'll let your stuff be. If I see a trail camera on public, I just try to walk around it. So, because I don't want to get a picture taken of me. But like, if I have to walk in front of it, I do. Like, it is what it is. But I'm like, dude, at the same time, like, I don't mess with it. I just walk past it. Like, oh, someone's got a trail camera there. I just move on and try to find a different spot. Or if they're not hunting it, if there's no one in a tree stand.
If I'm walking by it and I see it and it's there, when you happen to walk by and like, oh, there's a camera, and obviously taking a picture. Give it give it a thumbs up or something, or
whatever. Flip it off. I don't care. No, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, don't steal it.
Give it a gesture, dude. He's doing the same thing you want to do.
We've walked past
a billion of them. A lot of them.
Honestly,
we've walked past
a lot. Enough to be like, okay, well, they're out here just doing the same thing we are, and especially if they're out there. If I some of the spots I've seen cameras, I'm like, dude, if you're going all the way in here to set a camera and then also hunt it, like, good for you, buddy. You deserve whatever deer comes out in front of you. You deserve whatever intel comes past that trail camera, because that's hard to get into if you're doing it the right way, or like if you're doing it the right way, not like trespassing and you're going either walking through the public or you get permission for access, whatever it is. If you're doing it the right way, it's like, dude, you worked your ass off to find that spot. Like, good for you.
It's a long ways back there in places.
Yeah, but also even on like some of this private land that we share with other people, and it's like, can't we all just like get along and like work together here?
Right.
Like, that makes me so angry. And I didn't necessarily know if I wanted to go on a tangent like right in the middle of the episode, but it's like, here it is.
Right.
And it's like, dude, it's just like, seriously, like, fuck you if that's what you're doing, because we're all just trying. We only have so much time, dude.
Yeah. We're all trying to do what we love.
We only have from October to in Iowa. You have from October 1 to January 11, and it's like 10. Sorry, January 10 through.
Jake goes until 11th. It depends.
I hunt until midnight. All right. But like, we only have so much time. We have a few months out of the year every year to do this thing that we love to do, and we only have so many years to do it before our bodies give out or we die. Yep. So it's like, can't we all just like work together and have a good time, or leave each other alone, or anything like that? Like, let bygones be bygones. But no, you have to have assholes out there that decide to like mess with stuff, and that, I don't know, it just irks me, dude. It makes me so mad.
So anyway, I get down there, take the camera down.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It needed to be done. It needs to be said. But I took the camera down, put it in my bag, whatever. And I was going to actually hang it in the stand that I was sitting in.
What?
The camera.
Oh, you took the thing down, yeah.
I was going to hang it up there while I was up because it was off the ground.
Well, it's compromised.
But I couldn't get it, exactly. But I couldn't get it to face that scrape good. Like, I couldn't get it to angle.
Oh, you're going to hang it up higher?
Oh, I was going to. Yeah. I was 3 sticks up.
Yeah.
I was just going to hang it up there. So if they wanted to steal it, they'd have to come in with the ladder or
climbing sticks or something, yeah.
So that's what I was going to do. I brought it up there and I was trying to hang it in spots. I'm like, I just can't get it to where it would look decent. And
now, if you could screw into trees on public land, it'd be easier, because we could bring one of those things to screw into the tree and angle it down on a ball. But you can't screw anything into trees on public land either, so you have to have straps.
You can get the ones that strap and adjust. I don't know how
you have those. Yeah, I haven't used those though.
I want to get one for my.
I want to get one now.
My phone,
Yeah, I want to get one for trail cameras now because of this crap. Like, I've never had to really worry about it before.
I video for my hunts with my phone with that thing, but on public you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I want to get one for public where I can just wrap it around.
Strap it, because we want to do everything right. We don't want to be. Yeah. We don't want to get caught with our pants down, and we don't want to hurt the trees on public, because those trees are more sensitive than private land trees.
Exactly. So they're very much more sensitive. But yeah. So anyway, I go start hanging my stand, and it's by this time it's
light.
It's light. It's probably 20 minutes after sunrise by this point. So I'm hanging my stand. I'm doing it quietly, doing it as quiet as I can, watching, looking around, and not seeing anything, and kind of bummed out. I'm like, fuck, I'm glad I didn't see anything hanging in the stand, but I'm like, I figured something would have walked by the spot. It's so good of a spot, And I get up in the tree, sitting there, hung my stand, and sitting there, and the wind's just blowing like crazy. And I'm
windy
sitting in a good oak. I mean, it's a small oak, but it's still, I mean, I'm moving quite a bit. There's a couple times where I actually like grabbed a hold of the tree, like, because I'm blowing pretty good.
On, buddy.
I mean, I'm strapped. I have my harness on and everything too, but
Yeah.
I'm just
Still, if the tree
hanging.
falls, like the harness ain't gonna help you.
No, but I would hang on to the tree a little bit more just to keep me more sturdy.
And also, you don't want to dangle.
Right.
Like, yeah, you have your harness on, which is great. It'll save your life, but you also still don't want to like sit there and dangle from a tree for however long until someone saves you or you can get out.
So that would suck. Jake,
I can't get rid of
I need you to
sticks.
drive 4 hours to come get me. So yeah, I was sitting there. It was windy. I was actually debating whether or not to just get down and hunt from the ground. Mm-hmm. It's like I was defeated already. I had a shit early in the morning, waste time, and then getting out there late and all this other stuff. I was just frustrated, defeated almost.
Yeah,
sitting in the stand. And,
we've all had those days, guys.
yeah,
you've had them.
It happens. But sitting there and I think I was getting bored. I know it was a little early, but I was getting.
Well, we were texting each other too a little bit. Like I was like, "How's it going?" You're like, "Oh, fucking."
I haven't seen shit. But I was getting bored, so I'm like, I love calling. And I love blind grunting is what people call it. And
Well,
I like doing it.
You're a waterfowl guy at heart.
Yeah, I'm a turkey guy.
Turkey guy.
I like to talk to them. So I was getting bored, so I'm like, I'm gonna grunt. So I grunted.
What kind of grunts were you doing?
Contact,
Like just little tending grunts or contact grunts?
I
Yeah.
guess, I call them contact. That's grunt. 3 grunt series. Like, I might change up the sounds.
Yeah, a
here
little
and
bit
there,
in there, but you weren't doing like an aggressive, like,
I wasn't doing a buck ball. No,
yeah, you were butt growling at everything.
no. I was just grunting, and I don't think I rattled it. I'm pretty sure I just grunted first, and I was like, happened to like look over, and I seen a rack, like 60, 70 yards into the woods. I'm like, oh, there's a deer. And by the time I seen his rack, he took another step, and I could just see his chest. And I couldn't see his rack anymore. So I didn't get a good look at how big his rack was.
How far away was he, you said?
About 60. 70 yards probably. And so I seen him, I'm like, okay. And he was kind of heading away from me like he already smelt me. And that was straight downwind. And I'm like, I have my milkweed in my vinyl harness.
No.
So I was like sitting there pulling it out. Because I have a little pocket where I can pull it out of the sides because the fuzzies stick through it. So
the mesh pocket thing. Yeah.
So I just pulling it through and doing that. It was going
good idea, actually.
Right towards him. I'm like, oh, he's got me.
Yeah.
No way. And so I grounded a little more, and I'm like, I could still see him standing there, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see him standing there. So I'm like, okay. So I grounded a little more, and I'm like, all right, whatever. He ain't coming back. He had to have smelt me. I mean, my wind was going. My pieces of milkweed was going right.
If he was still there, he would have.
Oh, he had to have smelt me. Yeah,
the milkweed would have went in his nose.
Right. And because it was gusty too, so I mean, 67 yards. That my wind had to have been landing right on him.
Yeah, pelting him.
And so yeah, I seen him, and he looked like he was going away from me. And then I'm sitting there like looking. I'm like, well, fuck, So sitting there, I let maybe 2 minutes go by. I'm like, maybe I can rattle and get him to come and check it out. So I rattled. I just put my rattles down, and I think I rattled, and then right after that I grunted. I did 3 grunts again. And then I'm sitting there looking that same direction where he last was, thinking he would come back from that way. Straight downwind from me. So I'm sitting there like scouting that spot out, and I hear something, and I turn, and here comes this buck walking right in to my tree. And as he's coming in, he's like posturing a little bit because I just got done rattling and grunting. And I'm like looking at him like, oh, he's a nice deer. I'm like, it's just not big enough. So I was like,
this was the year. I don't know if you guys remember from the last episode with Matt.
This is my
Matt's
year.
like, I'm holding off, and I want to hunt during the rut, so I'm holding off. I'm not going to shoot nothing. I have all the time. It's great.
Shoot something bigger.
Already shot a doe. Like, life is good.
Yep. So I literally was. I was setting my bow down as he comes out, steps out in front of me, and he stops, and he like bends down and licks his back hip. And he did that. I looked at his antlers. I'm like, maybe he's bigger than I think, his rack because his body is so big. I was looking at his whole body. And I'm like, yeah, he's just a big deer. I'm like, maybe his antlers are bigger. I'm like looking at him and I'm just eyeing him over. And I was just about there to set my bow back down. And I started looking at him and I noticed his ear. His ear was flopped down. It was broken, like flopping. Or not flopping, but it was laying down.
Laying weird,
I'm like, well, that's cool. And I looked at his other ear and I could see it had a big old gash out of it. And I looked at his.
Because how far away is he right now?
10 yards.
Okay.
So I'm looking at him. And both
You're really
ears,
examining him then.
Oh, yeah.
You get 10 yards. I mean.
And when he went down to lick, I got to see his whole rack. I'm like, he's pretty thick. You know, he's not like super big, but he's pretty. I'm like, and looking at him and looking at his face, I'm like, he's just gray in the face. I'm like, I think that's an old, mature buck. So I just, okay, good enough for me. So I pull back. I thought to myself, like, if I can pull back with him sitting right there and him not see me, or if he sees me, then whatever. I'm just,
he pulls out of there, whatever.
I pull back and he didn't even see me. And I just settled it down right behind the shoulder. And I'm telling you guys, I've never had like the perfect heart shot. It was the perfect freaking heart shot. And it was so freaking awesome. I pulled back, let it fly, and as soon as it stuck and hit him, I watched blood shoot out the side the arrow went in. You know, like he just squirted out, and he took off running, and like 5 yards in front of him is a maple tree, but it's about 8-inch diameter maybe. He smokes that thing head on and shakes it, leaves come down and everything, and crashes into it. I'm like, holy crap, you know. And then I find out later, but I heard it crash right away. I'm like, oh dude, he didn't go far at all. I'm like, he only made it 20 yards or 30 yards. I couldn't see it because I
didn't go maple 20.
Yeah, I'm like, didn't go 30. But yeah, he crashed. I'm like, dude, he's dead. That's awesome. I got excited, called my wife. I'm like, got one. She's like, awesome. Is it the big one, you know? And I'm like, no, it's not the big one that we were after, but it's a very mature deer. I know it, you know, he's gray in the face. His ears are all messed up. I'm like, he's a mature deer. And she's like, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. I'm like, all right, I got to call Jake now, or I got to text Jake or whatever. So I texted you, and then you called me right after. But
because I was at work.
Yep.
And I was actually fairly busy that day, but luckily, like in that moment, I was like kind of had a lull in the work, so I was kind of just waiting for. I was in the middle of doing something, so I like, looked at my phone. I'm like, oh, I just talked to you. And you said it sucked.
Yeah, literally. I texted you. I said my first deer I seen was a shooter.
That's what you said.
So that was a deer that I seen the glimpse
you didn't tell me
of.
about you didn't tell me about the first other 2 deer that you blew out on the way in. So
well, no, because I didn't tell you about my fuck ups. But so yeah, I perfect shot. As soon as I hit it, I seen the blood on the ground. I even took a picture of it from my tree stand. Like I could see a good. I mean. For like that thick or that long by like that wide of just poured out blood. Yeah. I'm like, that is perfect. And then
how much confidence did that give you from the stand?
From seeing that much blood on the ground and seeing it squirt out of him, I'm like, he's for sure dead. You know, like now.
Right.
And so I got off the phone or whatever. I went down and looked at grabbed my.
He carried your arm for a little bit.
He did. I'm trying to think. I just went down and looked at the blood.
There's blood. It's still red.
Yeah, it's still red. And I took video of the blood on the ground, and then from my tree stand. So I'm like, here, and then my tree stand. Yeah. I'm like, that is freaking awesome. I was so stoked. And,
that's awesome. Like to get like that immediate like gratification, being like, you didn't have a second thought. You're just like, he's dead. He's totally dead.
Yep.
Like you don't have that. Like, I don't know. I think it's a good shot, but I don't know.
Yeah, like this one, I'm like, no, dude, he didn't 100%. Go far. I heard him crash. He's dead. And I start walking in right away, and I'm walking the blood trail, which is really good, thick blood. And then all of a sudden, I get like probably 40 yards in. It just goes to like pin needles. like not much blood. But I'm wondering if I was just off to the side of it, because I'm terrible at seeing colors like real good.
Yeah,
like I'm not color blind, and like I am colorblind, but not.
You're kind of
not like everybody else.
You're kind of color deficient. Like
Yes.
there's not as poppy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm having a hard time finding blood. I'm like, dude, he should be. I know it was a heart shot. It had to have been. And,
But you don't get blood like that without being a heart shot.
right.
So
they're squirting out initially.
immediately. Yeah.
But as I'm walking down, I'm really not finding like the blood that I first had. I'm like kind of like, ooh, you know, I don't know. It wasn't looking good, but at the same time, I knew where I hit him. So I'm like, he's got to be dead. Well, where I got to about where I seen that crash, it was like 60 yards in. He smoked another tree, and that's where he broke the arrow off. And I found the arrow, and the whole side of the tree's like probably 4-inch diameter, or maybe 3 or whatever, don't matter. But it's a pretty small tree, and from about like, I don't know, 2 foot off the ground, there's about a foot streak of just soaked blood on the tree. So he like scraped it.
Yeah.
And that's where I found the arrow.
Broke the arrow off.
And so I keep walking in, and I wasn't really finding a whole lot of blood. And I know why. The arrow never exited.
Yeah. You thought maybe it did.
I thought for sure. I mean,
at least both sides sticking
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't found the arrow yet, but I mean, from being that close and the way it went in and looked, I mean, I thought for sure it was. I never thought it wouldn't have exited.
Right.
But what happened is I stuck in the offside shoulder, but or actually like elbow.
Which
Offside.
from a tree stand that close, that's perfect.
Yeah.
'Cause you were like top of lung, heart. And
Yeah,
then
it went
elbow.
into the top of the heart, out the bottom, or the midway of the bottom side of the heart, kind of. But the first heart shot I've ever. I think I've ever had with a no, I've done it before.
You've done it before.
Done it with a doe years ago, but I don't know. It was just
It was awesome.
Everything about it was awesome.
So you found the arrow shaft.
found the arrow shaft, but it was missing about 3 inches, and then the broadhead.
Yep, perfect.
So I'm like, oh, we'll have to remember that when I'm cleaning them, that there's a sharp fucking broadhead in them still. But I keep going. I'm like, and that's when you called me. I'm like, I'm still tracking him. And you're like, I'm like, I'm not finding very good blood. I'm just getting specks. And you're like, dude, those things can run forever. Maybe you should give it some time. I'm like, I heard him crash, and I thought for sure he would have been dead already. You're like, I don't know, man. Mine ran a long ways, and I'm like, I don't know. I know.
Well, in this
one
one story, always sticks out to me. Mark Drury was telling, I think on WCB Podcast or something, but I heard it from somewhere, and he said that they had a heart shot buck, and it tracked him for like a mile. Like over a mile, and he just wouldn't die, and then he finally died. But they tracked him for a long, long time. And he was heart shot. They autopsied him afterward. They found him and autopsied him, but they shot him low heart. You know, so they just like shot the bottom of the heart out essentially. But I guess they can run for a long time, especially a mature buck. So what I'm getting at is like even with a heart shot buck, it's like they can still run for a while with that adrenaline pumping through them,
right?
And they're big bodied, so it takes a little bit longer for the
And
blood
he
to
was
pump
running downhill, so he had momentum with him. So.
Oh yeah, he had all the momentum. He just had to keep one foot in front of the other until he couldn't.
Yeah. So I just kept going, and as I was going down there, I'm finding these rubs everywhere. I mean, it was gold in there. It looked awesome. And I get down there, and all this, I'm like, dude, he's running right into his bed. All that thick underbrush stuff and browse, like green stuff still down there. I'm like, and it was all kind of nasty, thick, falling over trees in different spots. I'm like, this looks like bedding, and this would be perfect. And as I'm coming down to a ravine where when it rains, water would wash out and stuff. And getting down there, I'm like, I'm still not finding him. I'm 100 yards in. I'm like, I haven't found him. I've figured it out. He would have been dead by now. Has to be. I don't know where. And then I lose blood trail, and did I double back or something, and basically walking a straight line, but couldn't find him. Ended up getting down there, and right on that ravine, he went down and then turned up to run up into the valley of it's basically a dried up creek bed. He ended up going down into that, and then he died right in in the middle of it, in like there's a down tree there.
Yep.
Like a little cross, whatever. I think he was going to try to go under it, and then he's like, I can't. So, but I walk up to him, I'm like, holy moly, his body was just huge. And get up to him, take pictures, and it was fantastic. He's an 8-pointer.
Yep.
But he's pretty wide. I'm not trying to make him sound bigger than what he is, but he's pretty wide. He's pretty, I don't know how to explain it. He's nice. I didn't measure him.
He's just just your typical
solid
8-point bully buck. Like he's just a big old bully.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what it looked like.
If he's not like on his way down, he had to have shit genetics and just beat the shit out of everything.
Just angry.
Yeah.
Usually with those ones too, like the bully bucks like that, from what like hearing around with other people and stuff, and we've kind of seen too, is just like it's almost like they're mad that they didn't grow big antlers.
Yeah.
So they're just like, I'm just pissed, dude.
It's like most Marines.
Like right, exactly, 100%, dude. Like I'm sick of getting bullied around here. I'm gonna start doing the bullying once I get bigger. Then they get older and they're like, fuck these pretty boys.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like a power lifter versus a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Like guys that become power lifters are generally because like, well, I'm not pretty enough to be a bodybuilder, so I'm just going to get really, really strong and just beat the shit out of bodybuilders, because they're pretty. So I'm going to beat them up. Like, at least I can bench way more than you and beat you up in a street fight. It's like, yeah, you really can. Bully bucks, same thing. They're power lifters, and the really nice like 180s, bucks. Yeah. They're really nice, like beautiful genetics. There's King of the Mountain. They're actually pussies,
I'm
dude,
curious to
honestly.
find out what else is going to show up now, because obviously he was a fighter.
Oh,
his
yeah.
ears are just. Either that or he just was a pussy and got his ass beat every time. I don't know.
Either way, hey, Rocky, dude.
Dude, he was.
It's Rocky. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's about how quick you get back up. Essentially,
right.
Maybe I butchered that quote,
so his ears are all beat up. His face was scarred. I mean, he had scars on his face here, and just really cool. Buck.
Yeah,
I mean,
really cool buck. And when you called me about him after you found him and stuff like that and everything else, I'm like, dude, I think he's an old deer.
Yeah, and I started like dragging him up this ravine, back up to my stand because that's the way on the way out basically.
Yeah.
So I had to get my bow, and my stand was up there, and so I was walking up or trying to drag him back up, and I'm like, holy shit, I can't drag this guy up this hill.
Did you already got him at this point?
Yeah,
he was gutted and everything.
Yeah,
okay.
I got him right there
down the ravine.
In the ravine, yeah, and started dragging him up. I got him up probably 40 yards. I'm like, dude, this sucks. I have to do this for a mile. Like,
well, once you get him out of that ravine, it's not too bad.
No, it wasn't bad after that. But I was really second guessing my whole thing.
Your whole life. Like, why did I shoot him?
I could just ditch him in the ravine, turn around, and shoot a deer closer to the road. I hated it. But
dude, I had that happen to me on that early muzzleloader buck when I shot that on public.
Yep.
Out like in the deepest part of the public. I'm like, gosh, why did I do this to myself?
You drag him a mile, and then the farmer's like, hey, you can take him, can't you?
Yeah. I brought it out of the worst stuff, like through a creek, up this big ass steep bluff. I did the same thing you did. I'm like, I'm just carrying this thing because it's way easier than dragging. I carried it up this big ass bluff, got up the top, and the farmers thankfully were working the field because like the public land, they'll rent it to farmers essentially, and let them plant crops then harvest crops. But yeah, he's up there where he's like, hey, you want me to throw me back in my truck so I can drive on public? I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yes, please.
That'd be great. So he helped me out a lot on that one. He saved me about quarter to half mile drag, which is awesome because I was already beat. But you didn't have that.
No, I didn't.
You didn't have that luck.
So I stopped. Well, I still take pride in that because I don't try to be a prideful person by any means. But
it's okay to be proud of your accomplishments, though, a little bit,
So I packed him up, and I remember like I put him on my pack out bag. So I went back.
Your frame pack.
Yeah, my frame. I carried all my stand and stuff out with my
took that
pack.
back to the truck.
Yep. I already took it back to the truck. I came back, and I'm like, I was going to quarter him out. But then you told me, you're like, it's kind of a gray area. We don't, you're supposed to keep everything intact. I'm like, yeah. But I know you can, but I don't know how to do it. And I wasn't familiar with it, and I had no reception to sit there and try to Google it.
Yeah, or call or DNR or whatever.
So I'm just like, I'm just going to throw them. I think I can get them. I have enough straps to rig them up on my pack. So I'm just going to do that. I mean, I brought a hatchet back with me.
I'm definitely posting that picture.
Which one?
Of you walking past like
the trail camera after I turned it back on.
Because you're not hunting anymore, so it's like you turn the camera back on.
So I ended up moving the camera down to where he ran, and like there's a trail coming out here, a trail, and then a little down the ways there's a big another trail, and there's a bunch of rubs on that one. Well, I put it on the intersection of these two trails, and it's pretty wide, so I figured there'd be a lot of deer walking through it. So I put the camera there on the way back down, and end up packing them out. Well, as I'm packing out, it's a terrible picture. I wanted it to be better. I actually stopped in front of it and posed. It's like trying to show like
look at me, I'm so tough.
But okay, so back to what I was doing though. I got them on my pack. I put it on it, like I laid my pack down on the ground, put the seat part of it, like the holds the meat, up, and I strapped it in, and then I pulled his back legs up and strapped it to the frame so it would hold the front legs up, and then I grabbed his front legs and brought it up to the other side, and I strapped what I usually take for like I hook on my my harness to, like I put it on the tree and I tie it tight. It's just it's a tree stand lineman.
Right.
It's it just wraps around.
They call them lineman rope.
No, it's a strap though. It's not a rope.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It looks like a seatbelt.
Yep.
Essentially, like that material. Yeah. That's just the tree strap.
Yeah. So I put that
safety
up.
strap.
I usually put that on the tree to hook onto, but I put that around my pack in his front legs and tied it as tight as I could, so it would hold that. And then I had his head flopping, so I took a ratchet strap, wrapped around his antlers, pulled him in, and then tightened it down to the frame. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, I get him on. So I sit down in my pack. I have to like scoot in it, put it on, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? So I had to reach up, grab his legs, and then rock.
Crunches.
And then get like flip down to my side and then roll over and get it to lay on me. And then I had to like do a push up, to get my knees underneath me. I get my knees up, and then I had to get my legs up underneath me. And I was doing that, and then it was like the heaviest. It felt like the heaviest deadlift I've ever done, or back squat I've ever done. Trying to stand up, and I stood up. I'm up. I'm like, oh yeah, well, this ain't too bad. I took my first couple steps. I'm like, this is gonna suck. And I'm walking up, and I get up to where I shot him, and I'm beat. And I've only made it 150 yards. I'm like,
granted, it's 150 yards straight up.
Yeah, it was straight up. And so I'm like, this sucks. And so I sit back down on the ground. I actually fell down. I like get down and like
cramp
wheelbarrow. But I flopped down on him like that and sitting there. And then I had to start all over, get back up again.
Yeah.
But I waited for a little bit, rested.
I know exactly what you're talking about, because like in the Army, when we were doing like ruck marches and stuff, you have a heavy pack on. It's like when you're that beat, it's the same thing. You just get up, you just like flop over, and then get up all awkward and weird.
Yeah.
And just like, damn it.
It felt so good to sit down. And I was sitting there like,
nap time.
And actually, I think I went farther. I didn't go to the stand. I went a little bit farther. I went out of the corn.
Okay.
So I got to that lane. That's where I sat down the first time. Doesn't matter for the story, but got there.
No one's going to fact check you.
No. But I got there, and
you can literally say whatever you want. And we'd be like, yeah, right. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So I got there, I rested, and then I was sitting there like looking at the time. It was like, I don't know, 10:30 or 11. I think it was 11:30. I'm like, geez, I shot this thing at 8:30. I'm like, I have to work at 3, and I am a long ways away from home. So I'm like, I gotta hurry. So I roll back up, and I get up. I start walking my down again.
Luckily,
and then
you died fast, because
like I walked down that flat ground part again. Well, I wanted to find another spot to sit down again. Well, there was no spot because it's like all thorns and shit and nasty stuff. So I'm just like hunch over and rest my hands on my knees and just kind of like rest. I sit there and I did that for a while and then stopped, and that gave me another win. That was good. So then I walked down to the bottom. I'm like, same thing. It's just thick CRP. I'm like, I'm not going to flop down on this stuff.
No.
So I did the same thing. And then I do that for a little bit. Then I get all the way down to the river. And then I sat down. And I sat there for like 10 minutes.
On the bank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I could get my legs down. And I
basically so stupid getting back up.
Basically sitting straight up again. So I was sitting like that and like, oh, this is nice. But I still have to cross the river that I already got wet coming in. So like, I got to make sure I'm doing this strategically so I don't get wet again. And I'm walking across. I finally get up and start walking across.
It's not even about getting wet. It's about the fact that when your hip wear is filled with water,
yeah,
oof.
It slows you down.
You're not going to be happy.
I ended up going across. I actually almost fell. I stumbled. Like, you know how
dude, your legs are probably shaking.
Oh, dude, I was jello. And I started stumbling. I'm like, catch my balance. I'm like, oh, that was close. Like, that would have sucked. How would I would have had to take.
How would you go? You just have to float him.
I guess I could have just floated down the river to the truck.
Please don't let my head go under.
Yeah, but I ended up getting up and then walking to the truck. Finally made it all the way to the truck and then sat down on the tailgate.
So you just carried him on your back through the river.
Yep.
Damn.
I was gonna get him out, but I'm like, then I'm gonna have to put it back on, and it's gonna be wet. I'm like, I might as well just
try.
Yeah, I'd have to put him back on the pack. I'm like, so I walked him across and flopped my pack down on the tailgate and took it off, and that's why I took my picture of that. That's I don't know. I think it's cool.
That's a cool picture. Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was awesome. Yeah,
dude.
That's a really cool story
I got home, I was telling you, I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking big deer. Look how big the body is, and you say, yeah, it's a big deer. I weighed him. It was 160 pounds. And I'm like, I was hoping he'd be like 100, 200 pounds.
He's a big body deer. I think he's just shorter.
Yeah,
like his body wasn't as long. Like my deer that I shot,
he was long,
younger, but he's a long deer.
He was actually pretty long too. I have my my 4-to-1 and above my rafter, so I bring it up to where his hawks are to the rafters, and his nose was still touching the ground. Oh, wow. So he's over 8 foot long from his. I don't even know how tall my rafters are. I can touch him.
Yeah,
I think I could touch him. I'm pretty sure I can touch him. But yeah, he's that tall. I mean, or that long. He's pretty long. Most of the does will hang off the ground. His antlers were touching the ground. To weigh him fully, I don't know. I had to pull his head up.
I'll be honest with you,
and try to get like a good.
Yeah, I think he was going downhill.
I think he was.
I really do think he was, because the deer that I shot I got him aged, and he was 5.5.
Oh, I thought he was 7.
The what? No.
Yeah.
The big one that's still at the taxidermist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's 5.5.
Okay.
That's what I came back aged as, and he was not that great. No, he was not like that. Like 5.5 is like kind of prime. Like I think basically between 4 and 6 is like their prime years, as far as antler growth and like body size and stuff like that goes. After that, they start going downhill, and not only antler size but also body size.
Yep.
So I really do think your deer is he's going downhill. I think he's old.
Yeah,
I think he's old because
he had old man ears. I haven't looked at his teeth. I'm gonna look at his teeth.
His
and
hair
try to guess
was like coming out of his ears.
I hear
his
after
face was all gray.
4 years old, the teeth are hard to judge without sending them in.
It's very hard. Yeah,
I'll do my best. I'll probably age them higher.
Well, if they're ground down to like nothing, then
that's
old. It's old. So
I know I have European mounted deer that didn't have any teeth, and I knew they were old.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's really old. He looks old. He's gray, like super gray in the face. Like the grayness in his face goes from his snout all the way into his neck.
Yep.
And he had old man long hair coming out of his ears.
Eyelashes were freaking long too.
Were long as shit. I mean, he had gray in his body, like weird long gray hairs by his armpit area and stuff. Yep. He just looked old.
He just looked old. Yeah.
He looked like an old man. So
I mean, his bases were big, but not like monster.
Yeah,
they're not pop can, but they're good bases. I should have at least got a baseline measurements off that. I didn't even measure how wide he was.
Well, you still can.
Oh, I know. For this, I wish I would have.
Oh, sure.
I don't know. What's inside on a deer is normally 18.
18 is average. Like when you find
sheds,
sheds, they give him an 18-inch spread.
Right. So. I'd say he's probably 19.
Yeah.
I would say.
He's out past his ears.
Yeah, he's past his ears.
So.
And he's fairly tallish. Mm-hmm. He's not like super tall tine, but he kind of goes up. I don't know. He's just a nice deer.
He was.
And he's got to be the oldest deer I've ever shot.
He's
the biggest bodied deer I've ever shot.
Yeah, 100%. He's definitely the oldest deer I think I've probably seen, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, he's old. He looks old as hell. So
I don't know. I was so stoked, though. Like, at first, I think I called you when I was talking to you. I'm like, I know I said I was going to wait for a big one. He's not, like, super big, but he's got to be old. Like, he's just... Like, I knew he was mature when I decided to shoot him.
Well, and I texted you this earlier. I'm like, a mature buck is a mature buck, whether it's 120 inches or 220 inches. Like, a mature buck is a mature buck is a mature buck. Like, they all, like, they're still hard to hunt. Like, it's still, like, taking a mature buck that's my baseline. That's where I want to do is I just want to shoot mature bucks. Now, I don't want to shoot 2-year-olds anymore.
What if he was 200 inches, would you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Touche. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a 2.5-year-old 200-inch buck for sure. But at some point, antlers outweigh the age. But I've only heard of one person. A guy I work with, his buddy shot a 200+ inch deer that they are very, very positive was only 3.5 years old.
That's awesome.
Which is ridiculous. Like, we're talking like, I told him, like, dude, he's like, who's going to pass a 200-inch buck? I'm like, I don't know anyone that would. No. But, like, imagine if you did. Right. Imagine if you let that buck get to 6 years old.
He would have been 240 inches.
Next year. Well,
right.
Are we talking state record here? What are we talking?
World record?
What are we talking?
Yeah.
Like, that would have been an absolute mega giant, but and it still was. But is a young giant.
Yeah.
But in this instance, he's the opposite. He's an old, giant.
It's like that shed that I found that one year. He was like a 1-year-old or 2-year-old shed. But he had 6 points on one side, and it was just, and they were good. I mean, not just big, tines. But it was just tines.
They're all small, but he is a 12-point tiny buck.
Just think of, but he was still like, if he had both sides, if you were holding them, he'd probably be 100 and, with that extra tine, he'd probably 15. Be close to 100. Yeah. I was going to say 120, but.
Maybe just because he's 12-pointer.
Yeah. That's what I mean. For the extra tine, he might be 120 points, but still, it's just, if he was 2 or 1, or probably.
If that was his first rack. If that was his first rack.
Right.
Like actual rack.
Next year, he would have been huge.
Yeah, for sure. But we never saw him again, but.
No. Well, he also don't really hunt that spot.
No, not really.
I was going to, but pressure in there.
It's insane.
Dude, I went through there last year, and there's like 5 trucks just on the road into that place. I'm like, oh my goodness.
That place gets pressured hard, but there's always deer in it too. There's always deer in it, so it's like I get why it gets pressured because they're all going back year after year because it's a good spot,
But yeah, dude, it was fantastic. Like watching him come in, I'm like, it's just not big enough. I was putting my bow down, and I got to sit in there looking at him because he gave me so much time to watch, just right underneath me.
Yeah,
and I was looking at his ear flopped down, and like the ear, like the tip of it was floppy. So I'm like, dude, that's cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was just so cool.
Realistically,
I wish I could show you pictures, but we'll show pictures. But
it'll be the cover art. But realistically, how big do you think he is, like inch wise? I
don't know. 120, 100, and maybe 30.
Yeah, right in there. I think I'm thinking, after looking at him, he's probably mid 120s. Is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're talking about here.
Yep.
Mid 120s 8-pointer, and which is not a bad 8-pointer, especially if you have age behind.
He's bigger. Like that. He's bigger than my muzzleloader buck that we were talking about on the last episode. That didn't get another ear.
Yeah. The famous didn't get another one.
That was 119 inches, and this one is definitely bigger than that. So that's why I was guessing at like 130 base. Like
Yeah, right around
at
there.
the high side, probably.
Yeah,
But
I mean
he's an 8-pointer too.
it's tough.
Yeah.
8-pointers are tough. You know, it's like I'm trying to think because like the one I shot, I compare a lot to that because that's like a good framed. He's 100 right at 140 inches, so it's like a really good baseline. He's a 9-pointer, so it's like he doesn't have, he wasn't a 12-point 140 inch. He's a 9-point. Not a lot of times, 9 of them. And one was just a little guy. So basically an 8-pointer at 100. If he didn't have that 9th tine, he'd be mid 130s 8-pointer.
Right.
So it's like right in that area. It's like that's the frame you're kind of looking at, and he's
Under
a little
that.
he's smaller than that, but he's like he's
I don't know.
thinking-
I was looking at like that buck that I found last year. He's about the same width as that one.
Okay.
But that one had length on it. That one definitely had length on it. Yeah. So I don't know.
But he's a good buck. I mean, he's a really
mean,
good buck. Like I said, he's a mature buck. And that's really what we go for every year. Me and like at the end of the day, like our only main goal is to shoot a mature buck,
Right.
or try to at least, or shoot some whatever
that
makes
was
you
my
excited.
goal.
Whatever makes you excited that year,
For this year.
But you did it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I did it. And like I said, I
And
was
on public
so
land.
stoked, man. Yeah.
And on public, like that's pretty cool. Like that is one thing. Like I know, like the whole public versus private argument and stuff like that is stupid and everything. But it's like honestly, like you got to give it to the public land guys a little bit, where it's like it's different. If
This
you
spot
can
might
take
be
a
a little
mature
more
buck,
private-ish.
well, it's still public anyway.
Yeah,
You get
it
there,
is.
so it's like, but it's like you got to give it to the public land guys a little bit when it comes to like shooting mature bucks. Where it's like if you can shoot a mature buck on public, like that's you're doing something right.
This one's pretty much private though, because the guy that owns the land next to it basically treats it as that and takes your cameras and
He's
stuff.
a dick.
So.
So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, he tries bullying people out of there, but
Yeah.
God forbid I ever meet him in the woods.
I know.
I'm gonna have words.
Yeah.
And there's a river right there. Might go swimming. It's gonna be cold. See the bear swimmer. I'm not saying I'm gonna drown him or nothing like that.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
easy. You got
I'm
on
not
a
saying
podcast.
that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like we might go swimming because we are gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
Drag you down this hill.
hopefully it happens up the hill. But it's just like that shit pisses me off.
Yeah, dude, that
it
makes me
frustrates
mad.
me bad.
I'm nervous about that camera now. Like I check it more than any other camera now.
And granted, I knew it going into it. So when I got that camera, it was one of those cameras that, little plug here, I guess. They're not a sponsor of mine, but they're a sponsor of WCB. But DeerCast, they if you get Elite, an Elite Plus membership, or an Elite, or whatever the next step up is, Elite or I don't know,
think it's
Platinum,
Elite.
whatever the fuck it is.
Elite Pro or something.
Elite Pro. If you get an Elite, at least an Elite membership, then you get a free trail camera. And this one was a Muddy Mitigator.
Yep. 3.
So
Wasn't it? Or 2.
sure, 2. I think it's 2, whatever. But it's a Muddy Mitigator, and so it's a cell cam. So I got it for free with my DeerCast subscription, which cost me $60, I think it was. So I was already going to get DeerCast because I get it every year because it's awesome, and the predictive movement patterns
it helps.
and the mapping system is really good. I'm not gonna lie, I still do really like Onyx for maps.
Too.
DeerCast maps are really fun.
But it's hard to change
Old dog.
your weight. Yeah, change a
An
dog's
old dog,
tricks,
man. Onyx was like the OG mapping service for hunters, so it's kind of hard to like move from that. But I do really like DeerCast for the predictions, the stories. They have really good articles on there, and they also have. I do really like their wind. So when you have like just. You can look at the wind and be like, oh, it's a southeast wind. But then when you put the little wind icon on your guy on the map, actually where you're at, and you can see the little smoke line, like that is just a nice visual.
I always forget about that. I don't even do that.
Great visual. I love it.
Yeah.
And DeerCast track. Like there's so many different things. Like even if you still use Onyx or something like that for mapping and stuff like that, there's so much more to DeerCast than just mapping.
Yeah.
And if they're going to throw me a free cell camera for getting it, it's like, dude, I need a new camera. Like that'd be great. So I'm already gonna get the service, and if I'm gonna get the service plus a free cell camera, like okay, dude, sign me up.
Right.
Like it's basically free. One of them was free.
Yeah. Did you have to use a new email? Did you have to
No,
use
I
them?
didn't.
No, you didn't.
Nope. So like, that was the thing too. I've already had DeerCast in the past, and then my subscription ran up.
Did you ever have Elite though?
I did.
Oh, you got.
So I've had it in the past. I've had Elite in the past, and when its subscription ran out, I let it run out because it wasn't season yet. And then when season was getting ready to kick off in September, I'm like, okay, I'll get DeerCast back because now there's a promo for the cell camera, so I got it. It was awesome. Like I said, I don't have any ties to DeerCast. I know, I've met Mark Drury a couple times and stuff, and it's great. I have had Perry on the podcast, but that doesn't give me free DeerCast, unfortunately. I did. Full disclosure, I did get free DeerCast when I was going to write for DeerCast, like being a writer, and it got confusing, and I'm stupid, so they kicked me out.
Is that posting like articles and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
I even done that. I didn't get free.
Yeah. Well, no, like if you can post, anyone can post on there. I posted something on it before, but I mean, actually writing articles, because they have actual articles on there that written by like professionals. And
you're not a professional.
I was professional for a little bit, and then I became
proclaimed.
Then I acted unprofessional and got kicked out of the Cool Guys Club. So then I guess they nixed my free membership because I had to have DeerCast, obviously. So they're like, hey, we'll give you an Elite membership and you write for us. And then they were gonna, write for DeerCast and something like. Then that just never. It's my fault probably. I just didn't. It got confusing with the whole stuff, and I'm stupid, like I said. So so I bought DeerCast, and it was awesome. Like
I'll always have it.
It's a great service, man. And it's like something that I'm more than willing to pay for because it is awesome, and you get so much bang for your buck.
And I know
so much bang for your buck.
This year they changed it. Like Onyx is now doing like the wind and your good days or okay days or whatever. But it's just not the same as DeerCast. Again, I'm an old dog. I like DeerCast the way it's set up. Like, it's the color. Yep. It's the color that gets me.
Well, and the Onyx prediction movement stuff and all that stuff, like what Onyx is trying to do, they're trying to copy DeerCast a little bit with it. It's just not as good.
No.
Like, I will say, like I said, I really like Onyx maps.
Yes.
When they're trying to do DeerCast, not good. And DeerCast has that market cornered. Like, it's so good. It's so good, especially with the new update that they came out with. It gets so good. You have past history.
Yeah,
now.
I love that.
The history is so good.
I was literally like the week before they actually did it. I was thinking in my head, I was like, man, if they just had if you could just pick a day and be like, what was this day when he was on camera this day?
Yes.
Like for looking at old, like regular cameras, you're looking at what was the wind that day? What he always comes through every 2 weeks or whatever. What's the wind on those days? Are they the same? And it's cool to look back and be like, oh, they were majority like the same wins. So I really love that. I'm glad they did that. I'd like to take some credit, but I had nothing to do with it.
It's one thing I've always wished for,
unless
too.
he's like he can read my mind. Maybe
he could.
Mark?
Maybe. But, because before DeerCast did DeerCast History, or DeerCast Past, I think it's actually called. But before they started doing that, I always go to Weather Underground, because you can look at historical weather data on Weather Underground. But like DeerCast Past is like so much better.
Right.
Because it tells you too, like, hey, when you got this picture, the movement day was great. And it was this wind, and it was this moon phase, and it was this,
it is insane on how accurate.
This was the pressure.
I mean, we're not, obviously, we just talked about you're not sponsored or anything.
No, it's just,
but
we're just happy customers.
Yeah, it is insane on like the days that deer do show up on camera are 90% of the time is a good day.
It's green.
Yep.
Green means go.
It blows my mind. And like I was talking to another guy who he doesn't bow hunt, he just gun hunted. He's like, I don't believe that stuff. I'm like, dude,
okay.
As a bow hunter, as a person who goes out and actually hunts them, and versus, and I don't mean it like that. What I mean by that, sorry guys, no, what I mean by that is like instead of going out and pushing them, you push them out of their beds, you're gonna find them.
Valid.
Okay, that's all I mean by that. I mean, I'm going out there.
Point taken. Yes.
I'm going out there to hunt a deer stand, hoping he's gonna walk by.
So some people, I've talked to some guys, especially older guys and stuff like that too. They're like, waiting for him to come to eat is not hunting. That's just waiting on deer.
Yeah.
Hunting them is actually going in there and getting them.
Yeah.
Like what gun hunters do. So there's just different things.
No,
but when you're actually
do
trying,
you know what I'm saying though?
I know what you're saying. I totally understand what you're saying. I just thought
I feel like you guys are going to turn a TikTok around on me.
Oh, we're going to, and it's gonna be funny. It might be the best ever. I don't know, but it'll be great.
It's gonna be fantastic. The best.
Terrible.
I know.
I'm not going to do Trump impression. I'm just going to do Trumpisms in my voice. It might be the best ever. Some would say it's the greatest, but we'll see. Well,
thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yes, when you're trying to use when you're trying to predict where a deer is going to be, and then how to intercept them,
right,
is what you're getting at, and that takes a lot more planning and like nitpicking to find details than like gun hunting and like going into I know deer are in this area. I'm gonna go walk through it and try to shoot one.
Yeah,
that's different hunting than trying to get a deer from its bed to your stand.
It's different.
It's much different.
It's still hunting. I didn't mean it like. I meant for like using deer cast. You don't use deer cast when you're shotgun hunting as much as you would for bow hunting. Is what I'm getting at on the whole situation.
However, I would use it for gun hunting because the weather is more accurate than like the Weather Channel,
right?
You know, so just using it as a weather mapping or weather app is. Even if you're not a hunter, it's like the weather app is so
get it accurate. For a construction worker. Get it. It's great.
It's so accurate.
It's a good day to not pour concrete.
It's fucking better than
on the good days. It's usually not a good day to pour concrete.
Yeah, the weather. It's better than the Weather Channel's app, which is like it's the Weather Channel, dude. It's like that's what they do, and DeerCast is better than them. So
for sure.
I don't know. I think it's great. I just think it's a good service.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what was it?
Oh, I was just saying because I was talking to a guy about it at work, and he didn't believe in DeerCast, and I'm like, dude, like, I'm sold by it, and I told him, I said, well, it probably wouldn't matter to you because he's just a gun hunter, and I'm like, for you, again, it comes back out, but
Matt's kind of a hater.
No, I'm not.
He gun hunts too.
I like gun hunting, but what I mean is it wouldn't benefit him as much as it benefits me. Because like I'm gonna go out in the woods and wait for him to walk by. Well, what days is he gonna be on his feet most on those good days?
Yeah.
You know, if I'm slug hunting, gun hunting, I'm gonna go out and hunt them and look for them and find them.
Yeah.
And make them run away from me, and hopefully I get a shot in that time. You know, it's different part.
Way of
you
hunting.
wouldn't use DeerCast in that sense,
right?
As what I was getting at.
I get what you're saying. I get it. It's just funny. But no,
fucking gun hunters.
Yeah, fucking. Jeez, you just got my woods. No, but I will say
we do have gun hunters though who are also bow hunters, and they will only shoot big deer bow hunting and won't shoot anything less than 160. But when it comes to
gun hunting,
they'll shoot every 1-year-old buck out there. Anything that has a good rack.
I don't know if you knew this, but when you pass deer during bow season,
they get bigger
by gun season. Yeah, but also like when you pass them on during bow season, then if you pass this one deer on bow season and shoot it during gun season, that deer actually doesn't die.
Right.
Because you passed it earlier.
You passed it earlier.
Yeah, so it's fine.
Or you can pass it all day long on this property that you might hunt, and you want your so-called friends to pass these deer too, but then they'll go over to this spot that you also hunt, but they'll shoot a small deer, and they expect you to honor them over here.
Correct.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
And that's my rant for now.
Yes. Yes. Well, also, there's always a primary stakeholder in said permission pieces. So,
yeah.
So-called primary stakeholders and permission pieces. Yeah. Someone's got to call the shots here, so it just turns out your shots being called don't matter, Matt. So,
yep. Anywhere.
Not even at home.
No.
It's okay, man. Everything's fine. But anyways, congratulations.
Thanks, man. It was awesome.
Really, honestly. And a great hunt. Man.
And I know I probably said this the last couple podcasts that like when I was successful, But man, it was one I'll remember forever.
Yeah.
It was just so cool.
It was cool.
I think I say that every time, but I do remember most of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were going to do this podcast like the day after he did it. And
no, that night.
Yeah, but sorry, that night.
Fell asleep.
I couldn't because I had to work.
Pussy.
In the morning. And I also gets to work at 3 p.m. So, so if I have to work at 7:30 a.m.
Hey, we are actually working at the same time
for an hour.
For an hour.
Yeah, yeah, but so I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, I couldn't wait until 11:30 p.m.
I don't see why not. But
I still go to the gym in the morning.
Did you go? Did you?
That day?
No, you didn't go.
I didn't.
No, I know.
I'll be honest. I didn't go that day. No, you're right. I didn't do it. I did sleep in that day. but it was a great hunt. You did a great job. Some would say you're the best hunter ever.
I mean,
you tag out almost every year.
Most would.
Most people agree. And if I were to poll everyone in our town, they'd probably say Matt's the best hunter.
I think 2020 was the only year I didn't tag. I don't know why.
Whether it's a small deer or a big deer, it doesn't matter. Matt's killing them.
Yep.
But this year he held out for an older deer.
Same size.
Same size as the young deer.
That's what I told Lex. I said, God was like, I'm going to humble that kid.
You think you're a good hunter? You think you're going to shoot a fucking 180?
Oh, you think you're going to shoot a big buck this year? You want a mature buck, but you want a big buck with a big rack? I'm going to send you a little rack, but a mature big deer.
I'm going to
see what you do.
I'm just going to send this guy in front of you at 10 yards and make him stand there for an exorbitant amount of time and see if you have the willpower to pass or not. And he's going to be an old buck with a junk rack.
I will say it, now that I'm trying to make myself rebuttal myself or whatever you want to call it. But, he was the nicest deer that I've almost passed. I know it doesn't count because I didn't pass him. But
he's the nicest deer.
He's the big,
I almost passed. Hell yeah. If there's a quote that perfectly sums up your personality, it's that.
Yeah.
He's the nicest buck I've almost passed.
Yeah. Like I've never had a deer where I'm like, well, this is the year that I was going to shoot a big buck. And I was going to pass him until he stopped and I got a better look at him.
I do got to ask, Matt.
Yeah.
I want you to be honest here. Mm-hmm. Have you ever passed like an actual like racked buck?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean I like that little 8 that keeps showing up. Like I passed those bucks.
Did you actually pass him, or did you not give you an opportunity to shoot him?
No, I passed. Okay. I passed deer. But that's under 100 inches.
Uh-huh.
Anything over 100, it's very hard for me to pass.
So, I've talked to some people who are like, oh, look at this buck I passed. I'm like, he was 100 yards away from your bow hunting. You didn't pass him. He didn't give you a shot.
It's like last year I told you about that tall 8-pointer. Yeah. But I passed a tall 8. I pulled back on him and he ran off before I got a shot. But I'm telling you, I was bound and determined.
That's your passing. He busts you like, yeah, okay.
Well,
you let down.
Like I said, I didn't have to tell you the whole story.
Good job, Matt. You passed that buck. He
was setting my bow back down with this deer. So it was the nicest buck I've almost passed.
Mm-hmm. I do have another question for you.
Yep.
Since that buck didn't like come in and like immediately just like get you jacked up, do you think that's had something to do with your shot, like how good you shot too?
Yeah, probably.
Because we were talking about like on the last one, you've suffered from like buck fever a little bit.
Yep.
And like this buck you didn't get super excited for at first. You're kind of like, I don't know. Then you like passed him. And then you second guess and you're like, well, maybe I'll just like, if he lets me do this, and you're like super calm and collected the whole time.
Honestly,
do you think that might have happened?
That's probably. I never even thought of that, but yeah, that's probably. It's the first deer that I almost passed, so it was probably pretty well calm. I was. I mean, I don't remember my heart pumping at all, but it came in so fast too.
But he stood there forever, and you like passed him, and then you didn't pass him. But like, you set your bow down. You had time to think about it.
He was all of a sudden there at like 15 yards, and then he stopped.
But you had so much time to process.
I had plenty of time to process that.
But like if it was 100, let's say 140, 150 inch buck that stood there, like immediately after you see me, like, oh fuck, shooter, you know, and then you're like getting all jacked
it would
up.
have been different, probably. I guess. Yeah, I never even thought of that.
Yeah, because I keep referring back to my last buck I shot because it was such a long time ago. But
okay, I get it.
no, I mean, like, this is a jab at myself because I haven't shot a buck with my bow since then. So
this is like the third jab of the taxidermist jab.
no, I'm done with that for now. But no, I've been going through a dry spell with my bow hunting stuff. But you know, when he came in too, I was kind of like, I don't know. It's October 6th. Like, do I really want to shoot this buck like right now? Then he got past me. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just see what he looks like through my peep sight, you know. And then I drew on him, like, yep, pretty good, and made a perfect shot. Like, it's like I set my bow down. I'm watching him, like, everything, heart's not pumping. And then I watch him run off for a little bit. And I'm like, oh shit, I just shot a buck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Then I started getting jazzed up, and like kind of like with you, like after you shot him, then you're like, I just shot a buck.
Yeah.
You know, like he's dead. Like I shot a buck. Like I'm good. Like holy shit.
That's the first time. Maybe this makes me sound like a bad husband. That's the first time I've ever like was so excited. I called my wife right away.
That's not bad.
No, I mean it sounds bad because it's the first time I ever did that.
Well, maybe I'm a bad friend, but you didn't call me first. So I'm like, bitch. You called your wife first.
Well,
called me second. So I'm like,
me and my wife have turned a point in our life where we're really getting close now.
it took you 6 years. Has it been 6 years?
A little over. 7.
Nice.
107, so it's probably been 8 years now.
Well, you liked each other a lot the first year, and then it's like, maybe not so much anymore for another 5 years. I'm just joking,
I'd
Lexi.
say
I'm just joking.
We liked each other really a lot for the first 8 months, and then had Hunter.
Then you're like,
and then she hated me until Gage, which is my third child. She was debating whether or not to leave me.
And then the third kid, she's like, I should stick around, I guess. Like, we already have 3 kids together now. So
apparently I changed a little bit. I don't know. She says I did.
After Gage?
I guess.
I can see that probably.
Probably, honestly, after Aspen.
You're a good guy. You've always been a good guy.
I've always been a good guy, but I have I'm a lot like my dad in certain ways where it's my way or the highway ass.
Yeah.
I'm that way sometimes. But
sometimes. I think a lot of people are, though. But you have been, I'd say you've matured nicely.
Well, thanks. Like fine wine.
Like fine wine.
My wife would say.
Yep. Thank God they uncorked you a couple of years ago. You know, that's what I'm saying. It was kind of sour then, but
yeah,
you're nice and sweet.
Lexa said I've changed a lot for the good in the last like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, ever since you wanted to start shooting bigger bucks.
just doesn't happen. No, he's a mature buck. I'm
very happy about him. I would have shot that buck.
I'm always happy, but this deer is way more prizeful to me.
Yeah.
Not prideful. Prizeful. I get more joy out of this because he's just an older deer. And
he's an old deer, and he's
just I want to mount him at the same time because he's ears, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't know.
He's a cool buck.
I already have like 3 other deer that I want to mount myself, so I should just stop.
He's a cool buck, though,
yeah.
And he's definitely worth being happy of and proud of, honestly. Yeah. I mean, not prideful, but proud of.
I'm proud of him, yeah.
Yeah, you should be.
So
awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, Matt. That's great. That's a great story, too, by the way.
Thanks.
So, yeah, hell yeah.
Even if I don't like gun hunters?
Congrats, buddy. All right. Well, that's hopefully not true because we were going to go gun hunting this year. So
I'm really. That's another thing. Lex asked me. She's like, "So now that you're done, can you get rid of the cameras, like the monthly payment for the cameras?"
Oh, which reminds me, I owe you.
Yeah. And I'm like, no. I'm like, she's like, why? I'm like, well, Jake still has to get deer. Well, then have him pay for it. I'm like, but I still got muzzleloader season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, I got my deer, Jake, here you go.
Yeah. I do owe you, though, for half of them at least. So
that's good.
I need to pay for that.
Yeah.
I owe my dad $37 too. So I was like,
I owe you money.
People here now for some reason.
I owe you money.
call her square.
That's my defense now to Lex. Wait a minute,
true, yeah.
we owe Jake.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Remember I borrowed money from Jake?
We'll calculate that up and and you can also pay my dad $37 so I owe him because he gave me some eggs. So it's like
$37 worth of eggs.
I bought a lot of eggs.
Oh, yeah. I guess he buys them in bulk for work.
Got a bunch of eggs from him, and I gave some to my brother.
Dude, I haven't been getting shit for eggs. Now we're way off, but
yeah. Well, my dad has a bunch, so
perfect. I'll hit him up.
Okay. But thanks for coming, Matt.
Yeah,
Again,
thanks for having
appreciate
me.
it. Enough of the egg talk.